And somewhere in there, Bart can't remember. His brain has more holes than Swiss cheese now. She met a third person, Potter Lyons. Or maybe it's Lyons Potter, who was a professor somewhere in New York City. But according to Ava, Potter Lyons or Lyons Potter is not the reason Ava now lives on the Upper East Side of New York and teaches music at a fancy private school where her students include the grandson of Quincy Jones and two of Harrison Ford's nieces. Ava has grown up. It's a good thing, a natural thing, Bart realizes. But still, he feels resentful. Who is supposed to hold the family together with Ava gone? Certainly not Bart. And what about a costume for Bart's father, Kelly? Kelly has brain cancer. And after enduring 15 more rounds of chemo and 28 rounds of radiation, he made an executive decision. No more treatment. For a few months, it looked like maybe he had beaten back the disease enough to eke out a few more good years. This past summer, he was still able to flip the blueberry cornmeal pancakes and serve the guests breakfast with a smile. He and Mitzi were still walking every day from Fat Ladies Beach to Cisco and back again. But then, in mid-September, while Kelly and Bart were watching the University of Tennessee play Ole Miss, Bart's closest friend in the platoon, Centaur, now dead, had been a huge Vols fan, and Bart had vowed to watch the team since Centaur no longer could. Kelly suffered a seizure and lost sight in his left eye. Now, a mere 4 weeks later, he is relegated to a wheelchair, and Mitzi has called hospice. Kelly is beyond the point of dressing up, and that's the real reason Bart doesn't want costumes. Kelly is going to die. When Bart was on the plane home from Iceland, he swore that he would never let anything bother him again. But returning home to news of his father's cancer had cut Bart out at the knees. Along with profound sadness, he feels cheated. He managed to stay alive and make it home despite untold horrors. It's not fair that Kelly is now dying. Kelly won't be around to see Bart get married or have children. He won't know if Bart makes a success of himself or not. It taps into Bart's oldest resentment. Bart's 3 older siblings have gotten a lot more of Kelly than Bart has. They've gotten the best of him, and Bart, the sole child from Kelly's marriage to Mitzi, has had to make do with what was left over. Mitzi winds one of her curls around her finger. "What if we compromise?" she asks. "What if I say, costumes optional? I have an outfit I really want to wear." Bart closes his eyes. He envisions some guests wearing costumes and some wearing regular clothes. The party will look like a half-eaten sandwich. He debates giving in to Mitzi just to make her happy and to prove himself a nice, reasonable guy. But he can't seem to buck his absolute hatred of Halloween. "No costumes," he says. "Please, Mom. You can throw the party. I'll go and try to have a good time. But no costumes." Mitzi sighs, then stands to leave the room. "You could use an air freshener in here," she says. Bart gives her half a smile, the most he can muster. It's only after Mitzi walks out, closing the door behind her, that he realizes she didn't actually concede. Eddie. It's the first invitation he has received since he got out of jail, and Eddie won't lie. He's over the moon. Eddie Pansick, formerly known as Fast Eddie, dutifully served a 3 to 5 year sentence in 2 years and 3 months at MCI Plymouth for conspiracy and racketeering after confessing to pimping out his crew of Russian cleaning girls to his high-end real estate clients. Eddie's conviction had coincided with his discovery that his wife, Grace, was having an affair with their handsome and handsomely paid landscape architect, Benton Coe. And so when Eddie had first gotten to jail, it had felt like his world was caving in. If Eddie learned anything while being incarcerated, it's that human beings are resilient.